excuse the rough edit in here. Okay, I halfway through the video I decided I was going to do this. Why not? Lunchtime, bit of lunchtime entertainment. I'm going to do two. I'm going to do one now. Name that player. I'm going to distort him with Photoshop. Or her. Hey, probably him, to be fair. Name that player. Put the answers underneath. I'll do one now, and I'll do one at the end of the video. Anyway, back. I'm going to go now and play the original start to the video that I started with. Merry lunchtime, folks. Happy lunchtime, mate. What are you eating for lunch? Out of interest. I was on a diet. I was on a diet, I've got to say. But we got some sweets in for trick or treat. You know, some bags of sweets. And, you know, one thing leads to another. Or one sweet leads to another. I'm going to have to go and replenish them for when the trick or treaters come round. Or maybe I might just switch the lights off, you know. Switch the lights off, make out I'm not in, something like that. But it did make me wonder, when did hold on, that's not right. When did a finger of fudge just become a fudge? How long has that been for? I didn't know. I only noticed it yesterday, whenever I started eating everybody else's chocolates. I've got to be honest with you. The flake, I just decimated the flakes. The flakes are gone, and I try and give the chomps and the fudges to the kids, my kids. I don't think there's anything left for trick or treaters, so we'll do Halloween next year. What I've got to say as well, Richie, you know him from the chat. It's upside down. Richie sent me that for me Peaky Blinders on Saturday to wear at the game. He handcrafted it. Clever, isn't he? Ain't he clever? And he sent it all the way over from Spain. Special delivery or Los delivery or whatever they call it in Spain. Got it over here. So I'm going to wear that with me hat, with me stuff. I'm still waiting on the shirt. I had to reorder the shirt. I didn't say that. You saw it in the old tight-fitting shirt. Yeah, so I've had to reorder a baggier, more tent-like shirt. So I'm going to wear that. So thank you to Richie for sending that over. He makes them. Corner. I like it. You're not getting it back, Richie. I'm not sending it back. I'm gonna keep it. You know, but thank you. I do thank you. I'm very, very grateful. Right, lunchtime topic today. Topic makes me feel like chocolate again. I've gone on to, I'm struggling here, which is why I've been talking for 2 minutes about chocolate and bow ties, by the way. But I said a video every day, weekdays. And that's what we're going to try and do. For you, a bit of lunchtime content for when you're eating your flakes and your lunch break. I've gone over to the revamped and very snazzy looking Knees Up Mother Brown for today's topic. And it's about youth players, or actually not just youth players, anyone that's on loan. How are they doing? How are they getting on? Well, some of them you'll know, some of them you won't. And more importantly, do we want to get them back at all? It starts with Said Haksabanovic. He's back over in Sweden. That's where he came from. He is at IFK Norrköping. Should have done my research, really. It's not very good, is it? Very unprofessional. Age 20, position midfielder. He's played 24 times in the Swedish Allsvenskan league. I think that must be the top league in Sweden. 24 appearances, 13 of those as sub, and he scored 7 goals and got 10 assists. And 2 of those have been in the Europa League, which is, that's got to be good form, right? That's good form in anyone's book, surely. I don't know. Were we too hasty? Was there a future for him? I don't know. Anyway, look like pretty good stuff for me. What about this guy? This is a lad I thought big things were going to happen with this fella, Martin Samuelsson. I remember he went on loan, his first loan stint to Peterborough. He was excellent. I've seen him live a couple of times. Big boy, but you know, so it's not like he's a little boy and he's not built for the man's game. Really skillful, really tricky, quick feet, pacey. Just not really happened for him, really. He's 21 now. Where is he? He's in the Norwegian League. I can't say that name. I'll have a go. Martin Samuelsson is a FK Haugesund. FK Haugesund? I don't know. Something like that. He's played 18 times, but 15 as sub. So he's a substitute, isn't he, really? He scored 12 goals. Is that right? Can that be right? 12 goals, 3 assists. Got to thank the fella who's put this list together on Knees Up Mother Brown, by the way. Done a cracking job here. That's good as well. That's really good stuff. Anyway, Nathan Trott. Nathan Trott's at Wimbledon. 13 appearances. 3 clean sheets. I mean, it's hard to tell from that, but clearly he's gone there. And what you really want when you send these players away is that they're going to play. So we've seen all the top 3 are playing, albeit Samuelsson is playing a sub. But Trott is clearly getting starts. Says one of them has been the EFL Trophy. So you have to suppose that the rest are in the league games. 3 clean sheets. I mean, I don't place much stock by that. What is interesting, he is done a man of the match performance. Again, I've seen Trott play. I would compare him to David De Gea. Really, reflex stops. Very, very good. Slight of build in the same way, but his reflex stops are excellent. But what he's really good at, I mean really good at, is his distribution. Fantastic. Really, really good feet. But cat-like reflexes. He's a good player. This one, you probably know this. You may well know this. I was surprised by this. Jordan Hugill. QPR. You know that. Age 27, you might not have known that. 10 appearances, 3 as subs. How many goals? How many goals? Gone silent over there. 7. 7 goals. 5 yellow cards. 5 yellow cards, 7 goals. 7 goals is pretty good. Now, I'm not saying Hugill comes over and, gets back in the team, but I'm just saying, it's interesting. Josh Cullen, Charlton, age 23, midfield. He's in the last year of his contract, Cullen. 13 appearances, 1 goal, 2 assists. But he scored against West Brom. Did he score a penalty? I think it was a penalty. But he's playing very well. Spoke to a Charlton fan. Spoke to a Charlton fan on the train. Spoke to a Charlton fan on the train. Got chatting. Conversation moved to football. He said, Charlton fan. I said, you got Josh Cullen. Raved about him. Absolutely loved him. He said, he's brilliant. He's brilliant. If only we could keep him. I don't think they can keep him. But I don't think they think that they can keep Lee Bowyer either, by the way, the manager. Do we get him back? Would he get into our midfield at the moment? We're going to have to do something. Otherwise, he's going to leave for nothing, I believe. I don't know if the tribunal thing comes in. He's 23. Does it still apply then? I'm not so sure. With no surprise here, the next one I'm going to go and talk about is Grady Diangana. West Brom, you all know that. Age 21, position forward. Is he forward? I think he's playing on the wing. Appearances 10, 3 as sub, includes 1 in the EFL Cup. 4 goals, 4 assists. 1 man in a match. I mean, that is good. That's you'd have to assume that that's one of the better players in the Championship. And they're not cheap anymore, these guys that teams go and buy from the Championship. Look how much James Maddison costs. A lot of them. There are numerous examples. There was a Claret Hugh ran a big article about where whether or not we should recall him. Interesting. I'm sure if you asked 100 people, 50 people would say yes, 50 people would say no, leave him where he is. But whatever, it is very, very good for us and very good for him. Spoke to somebody the other day and they said he looks like a different player. And I said, what do you mean? You know, he's always taking people on. He said, no, he seems to have a real eye for goal. He's taking people on. He's going for goal. He seems to have developing a cutting edge to him. So yeah, look. So I think that's really good. They're out on loan. I mean, and then you've got the whole. What's going to happen with him if he does come back? Because it seems like West Brom are at the top of the division there, and they're heavily reliant on him. Now, I'm not going to claim credit for this suggestion, but if we did bring him back, somebody, and I do apologise, I can't remember who said it, but it was in the comments, and they said if we bring Diangana back, it'd probably be the right thing to do, to actually loan out Lathan Holland to West Brom. I thought that was a fantastic idea. I'd probably leave Diangana where he is, but were we to do that, I think that would work for all parties, because I think they'd get a comparable player, West Brom. I think we would benefit from getting Nathan out on loan for a little bit more, and obviously Nathan himself would benefit from the experience. So look, I think that's win-win all round. Not quite so good news is Connor Coventry. It looks like he's not going to sign the contract, so he will go to tribunal. That being said, people in glass houses shouldn't throw stones. We have just nicked the striker off of Manchester United, who does look very, very good, and we're going to have to pay tribunal for him as well. So, I mean, if we lose Coventry, we lose Coventry. But yes, I haven't seen anybody particularly linked with him. I haven't heard that, you know, Man City are sniffing around or anything like that. Hopefully a deal can get done. But as I mentioned before in these videos, we're not going to change our wage structure because of what happened with Reece Oxford. There we go. I'm going to add something in here. A little quiz for you. Little quiz. Right, okay. You saw at the start, we had a picture of a player at the start. You've got to name that player. Is the second one. All right? Flash it up on the screen now. Hopefully you can see it. Name that player. Answers underneath. And I'll reveal it tomorrow. Sorry for the heavy edits. Because as I said, I just realised at the very end of doing the video, I thought actually this week we can add in a little bit of fun here. So, yeah. Name that player.